Guess who's back? Back again, baby. Yes! Another Monday, another week of Freckle TV trivia. What up, Freckle family? It's your host with the challah French toast, Scott Rogowski, AKA Quiz Daddy. Now, last week, if you saw the games, we were doing MLB trivia, baseball trivia. This week, we are still partnering with Candy and now DC Comics for an entire week of DC trivia. That's right. Never been more excited to dive deep into the lore of DC Comics with Candy Digital. Candy brings you from the comics to the Batcave, bringing you closer than you've ever been with officially licensed DC Comics, unlocking exclusive experiences, and the ability to win signed memorabilia, even join the Ultimate Batman Fan Club. You like the sound of that? Then make sure you join the community today at candy.com. Now, most of you should know how this works already, especially if you joined me last week or all the weeks of Freckle TV. But just a reminder that Freckle TV's Daily Trivia is the only game where you can tune in every Monday through Friday, answer 5 questions each day, and earn raffle tickets that you can spend in the prize marketplace. Now, thanks to Candy and DC, we've placed some incredible prizes in that marketplace. There's even some great stuff from it. Last week's MLB trivia is still up for grabs, so don't miss it. And make sure you stay tuned after the game for a special bonus offer from Freckle and Candy. All right, enough talk. We want to get down in the nitty gritty. We want to get this show on the road. Are you ready for some DC Comics trivia? Here it is, Kimura numero uno. What is Batman's real name? Is it A, Clark Kent, B, Peter Parker, C, Tony Stark, or D, Bruce Wayne? Alter egos. Alter egos of superheroes. There's some great names in there, but only one's the correct answer. This wealthy industrialist and philanthropist leads a double life as a masked vigilante in Gotham City. Using his vast resources, intellect, and physical prowess, he fights crime while maintaining his alter ego as a closely guarded secret. That dual identity allows him to operate in the shadows and maintain his edge over his adversaries. Of course, I'm talking about the true identity of Batman, Master Wayne. D, Bruce Wayne. Were you right on that? This is DC Comics. That's fairly basic trivia. Bruce Wayne is Batman. Batman is Bruce Wayne. They get harder, folks. Moving on to Q2. Which DC Comics superhero shared the name Captain Marvel before changing it? A, Shazam, B, Flash, C, Green Lantern, or D, Aquaman? A name change in comic books? Yes, it happens sometimes. Interesting story behind this one. This superhero transforms from a young boy into an adult hero by uttering a magic word, embodying the powers of ancient gods and heroes that grant him extraordinary abilities. The name change helped avoid confusion with Marvel Comics' own character of the same name. The superhero formerly known as Captain Marvel is A, Shazam. Shazam, bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You got that one? That was trickier. That was tougher there. And they're gonna get even harder as we move on to question 3, which is our sponsored question of the day. Shout out Candy Digital.
Waits for the 0-1. It is gone.
This is Gavin Lutz, here hanging out with Candy.
Experience what I did today without Candy. They're definitely changing the game for sure.
Thank you, Candy Digital, for bringing us DC trivia all week long here on Freckle TV. Here we go, question 3. Which superhero is known for his or her magic lasso and bulletproof bracelets? A, Supergirl, B, Black Widow, C, Wonder Woman, or D, Storm? Those bracelets, the lasso of truth. You know what I'm talking about? Diana Prince. We're not asking about alter egos here, but Diana Prince is the alter ego. I'm talking about the iconic superhero who wields a magic lasso that compels truth and indestructible bracelets that deflect The bullets, her strength and agility and combat skills make her a formidable warrior in the fight for justice. As an Amazonian princess, she champions peace and equality, becoming a symbol of empowerment. The superhero with the lasso of truth and the bulletproof bracelets is C, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Diana Prince, you saw Gal Gadot in the movies playing her. We got a couple more questions for you guys. Moving on to Q4. What does the DC in DC Comics stand for? A, Dynamic Comics, B, Detective Comics, C, Dominion Comics, or D, Diverse Comics? It's DC Comic Trivia. This is a fairly basic question about the company's name and origins. DC, ever wondered what DC means? Well, this abbreviation reflects the company's origins in publishing detective stories and has grown to encompass a vast universe of superheroes and narratives. The name honors the legacy of a Captain Capes Crusader who made his first appearance in this particular publication. I gave it away a little bit there. The DC in DC Comics stands for B, Detective Comics. Did you detect the right answer there? Detective Comics, DC Comics. We got 4 more days of trivia if you didn't get that right, and 1 more question, today's trivia. Here we go, the final question for the day. Which of the following heroes was the first to appear in a comic book? A, Batman, B, Wonder Woman, C, Flash, or D, Superman? I've asked about Batman, Wonder Woman. You're gonna see these names a lot. These are some of DC's most iconic heroes. How about this one though? Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, this hero debuted in Action Comics #1 in 1938, marking the birth of the superhero genre. Started it all. His incredible power, strong moral code, and iconic costume set the standard for future superheroes. The character quickly became a cultural icon and paved the way for the entire comic book industry. The first hero to appear in a comic book was D, Superman. Is that a bird? Is that a plane? No, that's the answer. So question 5 here, and that concludes today's round of DC Trivia, the first of 5 days. How about that? Did you have fun? Did you get some right? I hope so. Thank you so much for playing today's game. Huge shout out to our sponsors at Candy and DC Comics. Make sure you stay tuned after the episode for a special message from Candy and a free offer. Candy and Freckle giving you some goodies here, little bonus. Until I see you tomorrow, I will remain Quiz Daddy, Scott Rogowski. Super Quiz Daddy, can I call myself that now? Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. If it's Tuesday, it must be trivia. Well, if it's Monday through Friday, it must be trivia on Freckle TV, because that's what we do here, Freckle fam. Hello, it's me, Quiz Daddy, Scott Rogowski, back in the trivia groove. And this week, we've been partnering, as you know, with Candy and DC Comics for an entire week of DC Trivia. I've been having fun. Did you play well yesterday? Did you miss yesterday's game? I hope not. But if you did, it's okay, because we got more. And we've never been more excited to dive deep into the lore of DC Comics with Candy Digital. They make it possible by bringing you from the comics to the Batcave, bringing you closer than you've ever been to the DC comic universe. You can collect officially licensed DC Comics, unlock exclusive experiences, win signed memorabilia, and even join the Ultimate Batman Fan Club. Have you joined it yet? You can join today at candy.com. Join that community and make it happen. Now, if you don't know how this works, I'll give you a quick reminder. Freckle TV's Daily Trivia is the only game where you can tune in every Monday through Friday, answer 5 questions each day, and earn raffle tickets that you can spend in the prize marketplace. What is the prize marketplace? It's where, thanks to Candy and DC, you can find some incredible prizes. There's even some great stuff from last week's baseball trivia, MLB trivia, still up for grabs there. So check that out. And make sure you stay tuned after the game for a special bonus offer from Freckle and Candy. You don't want to miss that. All right, we've been powering through these questions this week. Yesterday was a big day. Today is even bigger. So let's get it started on this Tuesday with question 1 of DC and Candy Digital. Smallville depicts what superhero's teenage years? A, Batman, B, Spider-Man, C, Superman, or D, Iron Man? Smallville. This is a popular TV series that explores the early life of a young man who grows up to become one of the most iconic superheroes. Have you seen the show? It focuses on his struggles to understand his powers, his relationships, and his destiny. The superhero I'm talking about, depicted in Smallville as a teen, is C, Superman. Super adolescent? Super teenager? He wasn't quite a man yet, but he got there. And we're getting there to question 2. Ready for it? Who was raised in a prison and became obsessed with the stories he heard of Batman? A, the Riddler, B, Bane, C, Scarecrow, or D, Two-Face? Raised in a prison? That's rough. Sounds like worse than where I was raised. No, I had a very nice childhood. This character, known for his immense physical strength and strategic mind, was born and raised in a harsh prison environment. His obsession with Batman drives him to become one of Gotham City's most formidable adversaries. The character raised in a prison and obsessed with the Batman is B, Bane. Yes, Bane! Bane breaks Batman's back at some point in the comics. I remember that one. Oof. All right, it's time for question 3, our sponsored question of the day. Shout out Candy Digital for being our amazing sponsor.
Waits for the 0-1. It is
This is Gavin Lux here hanging out with Candy.
I wouldn't have been able to experience what I did today without Candy. They're definitely changing the game for sure.
Thank you, Candy Digital, for sponsoring today's game and today's questions and all week long. All right, now on to question 3. What character says this quote? Why so serious? A, the Penguin, B, Two-Face, C, the Joker, or D, Scarecrow? Why so serious? Maybe you're thinking, seriously, you're asking this at question 3? I thought they'd get harder along the way. No. Sometimes we mix it up. We like to keep you on your toes here, because this one you should know. The chilling line delivered by a character known for his chaotic and unpredictable nature made him one of Batman's most iconic foes. That quote became famous from a particular film portrayal highlighting the character's menacing demeanor. We're talking about the Joker, who says, "Why so serious?" That's Heath Ledger as the Joker in The Dark Knight 2008 Christopher Nolan classic. 2008, that's vintage now. Oh my goodness. All right, we're moving on to question 4. Seriously? Yeah, we're already at question 4. In which comic did Batman make his debut in 1939? 1939 was A, Detective Comics 27, B, Superman 1, C, Batman 1, or D, Action Comics 1? A lot of number 1s there. This could be a trick question. Could be tricky. This landmark issue of comic books introduced the world to the dark and brooding vigilante who would become one of the most enduring figures in comic book history. The comic marked the beginning of Batman's crime-fighting career in Gotham City. Batman made his debut, not in Batman #1, no, in Detective Comics 27. A is the correct answer there. Detective Comics, DC Comics. I asked about that yesterday, if you were here yesterday. Okay, now, that might have been tricky for some of you. We'll see if you can get the final question of the day as we move on to Q5. Here we go, baby. Superman's greatest foe is a rich guy named what? A, Bruce Wayne, B, Norman Osborn, C, Wilson Fisk, or D, Lex Luthor? Is this a tricky one? I don't know. If you're a Superman fan, if you're a DC fan, you gotta know this too. Come on. This villain used his vast wealth, intelligence, and resources to oppose the Man of Steel. His enmity towards Superman is driven by a complex mix of jealousy, fear, a desire for power. Sounds like some rich people we know today in real life. Superman's greatest foe is, of course, D, Lex Luthor. Jesse Eisenberg? Really? Yeah. Lex Luthor. And that concludes today's round of DC Trivia. Maybe you thought today was a little easier, huh? Well, maybe tomorrow is gonna be tougher once you come back and find out. Because I wanna thank you for playing today's game. I encourage you to come back and play tomorrow's game. A huge shout out to our sponsors at Candy and DC Comics. They're with us all week long. Make sure you stay tuned for a special message after this episode, just in a few seconds. A free offer is coming your way from Candy and Freckle. Until I see you tomorrow, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna get some rest. I need to get my superhero strength back because we got more trivia coming. Scott Rogowski signing off, saying have a great day today, and we'll see you on Hump Day mañana. Bye. Hello and happy Wednesday, Freckle family. How we doing? We're back with more with me, Quiz Daddy, Scott Rogowski. The Caped Crusader? The Caped Quizzader? I don't know. This week, we've been partnering with Candy and DC Comics for an entire week of DC Trivia. Have you enjoyed the games Monday and Tuesday? Well, you're gonna love this one today. I've never been more excited to dive deep into the lore of DC Comics with Candy Digital. From the comics to the Bat Cave, Candy brings you closer, allowing you to collect officially licensed DC Comics and unlock exclusive experiences, win signed memorabilia, and join the ultimate Batman fan club. I am Batman. Make sure you join the community today at candy.com to get involved with all of that. Now, most of you know how this works already, but just a reminder that Freckle TV's Daily Trivia is the only game where you can tune in every Monday through Friday, answer 5 questions each day, and earn raffle tickets that you can spend in the prize marketplace. Thanks to Candy and DC, we play some incredible prizes in the prize marketplace. There's even some great stuff from last week's MLB trivia. Remember that? The baseball trivia? Still up for grabs there. Make sure you stay tuned after the game for a special bonus offer from Freckle and Candy. You don't want to miss that. All right, we got the ground rules down. We know how to do this. 5 questions coming at you, fast and furious on this Wednesday. Let's get it going with Cumero numero uno. How does Barry Allen end up becoming the Flash, the fastest man alive? A, a pit of acid, B, an alien artifact, C, a meteor shower, or D, being struck by lightning? The Flash. How'd he do it? Good old Barry. Well, this ordinary forensic scientist gains extraordinary speed after a freak accident involving a storm and a particular energy force. This transformative event imbues him with superhuman speed and reflexes, making him one of the fastest superheroes in existence. I'm talking about Barry Allen becoming the Flash by being struck by lightning. D is the answer there. Thunder, lightning, a little flash. Oh. All right, I can sing all day, but I got more trivia to give you. Here it is, Q2. How does the Green Lantern obtain his powers? The Green Lantern now. Is it A, genetic mutation, B, power ring, C, cosmic cube, or D, magic? Whoa, oh, is it magic? I don't know. This intergalactic hero is chosen by a universal force and granted a powerful artifact that channels his willpower into incredible abilities. The ring allows him to construct feats of powerful, wild magic limited only by his imagination and will. The Green Lantern obtains his powers not through magic though, but through the power ring. B is the answer. You gotta have that hardware. You gotta be blinged out to be the Green Lantern. B is your answer there. All right, they're starting to get tough as we move on to question 3, our sponsored question of the day. Shout out Candy Digital.
Waits for the 0-1. It is
This is Gavin Lux here hanging out with Candy.
I wouldn't have been able to experience what I did today without Candy. They're definitely changing the game for sure.
Thank you, Candy. I want candy, and you're getting it. Let's get on to question 3. What is Superman's weakness? A, lead, B, fire, C, kryptonite, or D, magic? Oh, there's magic again. What is his weakness? Superman. He's a super guy, he's super strong, but there's one thing that can get to him. Mostly invincible, this superhero has a specific vulnerability that can weaken him and strip away his powers. This substance from his home planet can cause severe harm and even death if he's exposed to it for prolonged periods. Superman's weakness is none other than kryptonite. Kryptonite from the planet Krypton, of course. You know Superman? You know your DC trivia, do you? You should have gotten that one if you do. We're moving on to question 4 here. In Batman Forever, which actor portrayed Riddler? Who portrayed the Riddler? Was it A, Tommy Lee Jones, B, Val Kilmer, C, Michael Keaton, or D, Jim Carrey? The Riddler. Love that green suit. Maybe I should get one of those. This actor brought a manic and flamboyant energy to the role of one of Batman's iconic villains, adding a unique twist to the character known for its obsession with riddles and puzzles. The actor who portrayed Riddler in Batman Forever is D, Jim Carrey, the man of 1,000 faces. That rubber-faced comedian Jim Carrey as the Riddler, one of his best performances, I think. Okay, moving on to the final question for this Wednesday, Candy DC Trivia. Here it goes. Which actress plays Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad movies? A, Gal Gadot, B, Scarlett Johansson, C, Margot Robbie, or D, Brie Larson? Harley Quinn. What a performance this was. A standout performance as the colorful and chaotic anti-heroine. She captured the character's complex je ne sais quoi, joie de vivre. I don't know how to even tell you how complex this was. What's going on here, man? I need it. A mix of charm, madness, and vulnerability, her portrayal has become iconic and widely acclaimed by fans and critics alike. The actress who plays Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad movies is C, Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie, you know that, daddy's girl with the bat and everything and the little hot pants. Classic. And that concludes today's round of DC Trivia. Did you like it? We got more coming Thursday and Friday, so come back. Thank you so much for playing today's game. Huge shout out to our sponsors at Candy and DC. There's more today. Make sure you stay tuned after the episode for a special message and free offer from Candy and Freckle. Until I see you tomorrow, I'm Scott Rogalski, the Quiz Daddy, Harley Quinn's future boyfriend maybe, saying, see you later, specifically tomorrow. Bye. What is up, Freckle family, on this Thursday? Yes, Throwback Thursday? No, we're calling it Trivia Thursday here at Freckle TV because it's me, Quiz Daddy Scott Rogalski, back at it again, bringing you some fresh trivia. This week, we've been partnering with Candy and DC Comics for an entire week of DC Comics trivia. And I've never been more excited to dive deep into the lore of DC Comics with Candy Digital because thanks to Candy, they're bringing you from the comics to the Batcave, bringing you closer than you've been to your favorite comic books. You can collect officially licensed DC Comics, unlock exclusive experiences, win signed memorabilia, and join the ultimate Batman fan club. I implore you, you want to be part of that. You want to be part of the Candy community? You can join today at candy.com. Now, we're coming to the end of the week. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. That means this is the second to last day of trivia here. So you should know how this works already if you've joined for previous games, but a reminder for those new to it, that Freckle TV brings you daily trivia, the only game where you can tune in every Monday through Friday, answer 5 questions each day, and earn raffle tickets that you can spend in the prize marketplace. What a marketplace that is, because thanks to Candy and DC, they play some incredible prizes in that prize marketplace. There's even some great stuff from last week's baseball trivia. MLB trivia is still up for grabs. It might be going fast though, so get in there. Now just make sure you stay tuned after the game for a special bonus offer from Freckle and Candy. That's right, bonus. We love a good bonus. All right, I'm feeling warmed up, I'm feeling juiced. I'm feeling my superhero powers surging through my body. Do you have your trivia powers at play? Ready to get this thing started? Here we go. with question 1, AKA Humero numero uno. Wonder Woman's home of Paradise Island was also called what? A, Atlantis, B, Themyscira, C, Avalon, or D, El Dorado? Paradise Island, it was certainly a paradise. Welcome to the island. This mythical island, hidden from the world, serves as the home of the Amazons and the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It is a place of peace, advanced civilization, and training for those warriors. Wonder Woman's home of paradise is also known as B, Themyscira. Themyscira! Maybe you call it Themyscira. You say Themyscira, I say Themyscira. Let's call the whole thing off. No, we're going on to question 2, baby. That was a toughie. Here comes question 2. Who played Penguin in Tim Burton's Batman Returns? A, Danny DeVito, B, Jack Nicholson, C, Christopher Walken, or D, Michael Keaton? Now, some of those names might be familiar to you as great actors, great comic book movie actors, but who played that grotesque and sinister villain, one of Batman's most disgusting characters, if you ask me, because this guy brought really just, he brought it all to this role. He was one of the most notorious adversaries. He portrayed him as a deformed and ruthless criminal mastermind. Who are we talking about here? The actor who played Penguin in Tim Burton's Batman Returns was A, Danny DeVito. Ooh, that penguin creeped me out. Danny DeVito had a lot of prosthetics. He's actually a pretty handsome guy, if you think about it. Danny DeVito is your answer there. And now we go to question 3, our sponsored question of the day. Shout out Candy Digital. Thank you.
Waits for the 0-1. It is gone.
This is Gavin Lux, here hanging out with Candy.
I wouldn't have been able to experience what I did today without Candy. They're definitely changing the game for sure.
Thank you, Candy Digital, for sponsoring not only today's game, but every game this week and even last week. All right, we got more DC trivia coming at you at question 3. What was DC Comics' original company name back in 1934? A, Marvel Comics, B, National Comics, C, Detective Comics, or D, National Allied Publications? Oh boy, this one could be really tricky. We asked about what DC stands for back on Monday, remember that? Well, this company, originally known by a different name, has evolved over the decades to become a powerhouse in the comic book industry. We're talking about them today, synonymous with iconic superheroes and storytelling. But DC Comics wasn't always called DC Comics. Their original name in 1934 was D, National Allied Publications. Yeah, the DC stands for Detective Comics, but National Allied Publications was the name of the company back in 1934. That might have been a savage question for all of you. As we move on to question 4, the second to last question of the day. This superhero was created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster and sold to DC for just $130. Who was he? A, Batman, B, Spider-Man, C, Superman, or D, Captain America? Well now, if you're a DC fan, a couple of those are out the window right out the gate because they're Marvel properties. We're talking about DC, of course. This iconic character with his superhuman abilities and strong moral code became a cultural phenomenon and a symbol of hope and justice. He can leap from building to building in a single bound, and he was created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, sold for a modest sum, even for back then, that belied his eventual impact. That superhero, sold for just $130 to DC Comics, was C, Superman. $130, you gotta add like 8 zeros to that to approximate today's value of Superman. Wow, those two got the short end of it, but I think there might have been some lawsuits eventually that helped make things right. Look into that. All right, we're gonna move on to the final question for the day. This is a biggie. The final question of this Thursday. We threw it back all the way to the 1930s there, but I'm gonna ask about who owns DC Comics today. Here it is. DC Comics is owned by what entertainment company today? Today, is it A, Disney, B, Sony, C, Warner Brothers, or D, Universal? We've been doing some throwback Thursday trivia, but this one's very contemporary. I wanna know who owns it today. This major entertainment conglomerate acquired DC Comics, ensuring its continued prominence in the entertainment industry and across various media platforms. DC Comics is currently owned by none other than C, Warner Brothers, the bros of Warner. That's right. Did you get it right? Did you get them all right? Amazing if you did. If you get a few wrong, that's okay. You still got some raffle tickets, remember, which you can use in the prize marketplace, because that's the end of today's show. Thank you so much for playing. Check out that marketplace. Huge shout out to our sponsors at Candy and DC Comics. Check out candy.com. Check out that Batman fan club. You want to be part of that? Make sure you stay tuned after the episode for a special message and bonus offer from Candy and Freckle TV, because we're watching Freckle TV, baby. And you got one more day to watch and play with me, Quiz Daddy Scott Rogowski. That's right, I'm coming back tomorrow for the final day of this DC Comic Takeover Week with Candy Digital. We're having a blast here. Come back for more. I'm Scott Rogowski, Quiz Daddy, signing off, saying bye-bye, hasta mañana, peace. Nothing could be finer than playing trivia on a Friday with Freckle. Yes, it's Freckle TV. What up, Freckle fam? And it's me, your trivia host, once again, back at it, the Tevye of trivia, Quiz Daddy, Scott Rogowski. It's Friday, it's the end of the week. It's the end of the road. We've been partnering with Candy Digital all this week and DC Comics for an entire week of DC trivia. We had Candy last week with baseball. It's been a heck of a run with Candy. We've never been more excited to dive deep into the lore of DC Comics with Candy Digital. From the comics to the Batcave, Candy brings you closer. They allow you to collect officially licensed DC Comics, unlock exclusive experiences, and win signed memorabilia. Even join the ultimate Batman fan club. Have you joined it yet? Make sure you join the community today at candy.com. Do it today, why not? It's Friday, you got the weekend, you can get into that community this weekend. It's a lot of fun. All right, most of you know how this works, you should. It's the final day of the week. But just a reminder that Freckle TV's Daily Trivia is the only game where you can tune in every Monday through Friday, answer 5 questions each day, and earn raffle tickets that you can spend in the prize marketplace. And thanks to Candy and DC, we've placed some incredible prizes in that marketplace. There's even still, yes, some great stuff from last week's MLB trivia still up for grabs, but it's going fast. This is the last day, so it might not be there much longer. Just make sure you stay tuned after the game for a special bonus offer from Freckle and Candy. Yeah, you don't want to miss that. All right, I'm raring to go. I know you are. It's the freaking weekend, baby, coming up here. Let's get this Friday edition of Freckle TV Candy DC comic book trivia started with Numero Uno. What was Wonder Woman originally named? A, Diana, B, Suprema, C, Artemis, or D, Hera? The first name of Wonder Woman, she had a different name? This super heroine, originally envisioned with a different name, embodies strength, compassion, and justice. Her original name before becoming Wonder Woman was B, Suprema. A little tricky there at Q1. We started this one hard today. Diana is her real name, her alter ego. Suprema, that was her initial superhero name. Okay, toughie there at Q1. How about Q2? Which city is Superman associated with? A, Metropolis, B, Central City, C, Gotham City, or D, Star City? Where are you finding Superman running around? He carries out his historic deeds, his heroic deeds, protecting citizens of this city from various threats while maintaining his secret identity as a mild-mannered reporter. Superman is associated with, that's right, A, Metropolis. Metropolis, which maybe is stand-in for New York City. I'm just saying, might be related. All right, Q3 is our sponsored question of the day. So let's shout out one more time our amazing sponsor, Candy.
Waits for the 0-1. It is gone.
This is Gavin Lux here hanging out with Candy.
I wouldn't have been able to experience what I did today without Candy. They're definitely changing the game for sure.
Thank you, Candy Digital, for sponsoring today's questions, today's game, all the games this week and last. Here we go. Question 3. Which character is known for saying, "You have failed this city"? A, Superman. B, Batman. C, Green Arrow. Or D, The Flash. You have failed this city? Who said that? This vigilante archer, known for his uncompromising quest for justice, delivers this stern admonition to those who threaten his city. His ruthless determination and skilled marksmanship make him a formidable force against crime. The character who says, "You have failed this city," is C, Green Arrow. The Green Arrow. There's Green Lantern and Green Arrow. They get a little confusing. A little tough here. At Q4, here we go. The penultimate question on the final day. Who killed Superman in the iconic Death of Superman storyline? A, Lex Luthor. B, Darkseid. C, Doomsday. Or D, Brainiac. Who killed? I remember this comic. I had this one. I read this one. It's a legendary storyline. Superman faces off against a monstrous adversary who proves to be one of his most formidable opponents, leading to a battle that ends tragically for Superman. Because Superman was in fact killed by C, Doomsday. Do you remember that Doomsday storyline? Oh my goodness, that was scary, so sad. He came back. Okay, moving on to the final question for the day, folks. The final one of the final day of the final week. It all boils down to this. Which DC Comics event led to the creation of the new 52 universe? A, Infinite Crisis. B, Flashpoint. C, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Or D, The Final Crisis. Is this the most difficult question we've asked all week? It might be. This was a pivotal event in DC Comics history. It resulted in a reboot of its universe, streamlining continuity and introducing new storylines and character origins. The event that led to the creation of the new 52 universe was B, Flashpoint. There it is again, Flash. Flash, Flashpoint. A lot of that's been talked about this week. What a week it's been here on DC Trivia. Did you survive this universe? Did you survive the attack from Doomsday? Did you make it all the way to the end of the day and the end of the week? I hope so. I hope you got some nice raffle tickets there to spend in that prize marketplace. Thank you so much for playing this week. And a huge, huge shout out to our sponsors at Candy and DC Comics. Make sure you stay tuned one last time after this episode for a special message and a free offer from Candy and Freckle. Don't miss it. And boy, we come to the end of the road, not only for the comic trivia, the baseball trivia last week, but for me, Quiz Daddy. This is my final game for now. For now. Maybe I'll be back like Superman. But until I see you again, I wish you nothing but the best. And I will be seeing you again. Scott Rogowski, Quiz Daddy, signing off. Have a great day, a wonderful weekend. Stay savage. Bye.